I think it's on. Okay. We'll go with this. All right. Okay, good morning, everybody. I finally got to do a live because I had like 3 days off of work. So, this is my like 3rd day off of work, and I have Sunday off. So, yeah, I was able to do a live this week, which I'm glad. I have updates. And then something that's really cool, which I'm probably gonna save not till the end of the stream, but till after I give all the terrarium updates, because I'm gonna update you guys. Because last live stream we went and made all the bioactive terrariums. Now I'm gonna go through and we're gonna look at them and see how they're doing. So let me get this thing set up. I wish I could go further than this, but that's okay. Alright. So. Well, actually, we can probably start with Obi's terrarium, since his is the lowest on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna start with Obi's terrarium. I'll show you how his is going so far. Let me just turn on the second big light. That way you guys can see better. Oh, his water dish needs to be refilled. Where is that water container? Put up. I hope this isn't too early for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna look for that water container because his water bowl needs to be refilled. Found it. Okay, anyway, I'm back. So, updates on terrariums that I redid. So this is Obi's terrarium. So he's the giant Vietnamese centipede. I did put a plant in there, but I think he's gone and buried himself in the roots again. He does that very often. So he is my poisonous one. You can see I have it labeled here for when we have guests come over and they like come in our house and my mother has to show them my animals. I have them labeled, that way nobody gets hurt. Even with the labels, sometimes kids still want to touch them. But I can see where he's at. He's right there. And he does that. So I did put a plant in here, but I don't know. They never live. See, see, it's getting all crushed, dried. Probably needs to be watered. But, they never do well. Plants never do well in his home because he pulls this number where he digs underneath the dirt and he sits there and burrows. I think it's because he likes the high humidity on there because he's about to shed again, because usually he's hiding in his little cave. But I think he's about to shed again, so he has buried himself in here to get some high humidity. But the last time I put a plant in here, he had buried himself in the roots of the plant, so when the plant started to die, I was like, oh, let me take this plant out. And I grabbed the plant and like pulled up real hard and he came out of the root ball. And I almost had a heart attack because I was like, oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna die. I only have 2 poisonous species, and I mean, some of them are mildly poisonous, but they don't harm you. Like I have those scorpions, but they won't hurt nobody. So let me refill this for him. But I think he's about to shed again. I'll show you in a bit. Let me see. He's kind of hard to spot and I don't really want to dig him up. But see the little red line right there? That is him. You can see his legs, his body, and then his antenna. So, yeah. I'm basically doing terrarium maintenance today, so I'm basically watering the plants, making sure everything's set, and then making sure everybody's got food too. That's basically what I'm doing. And then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. It's not a worm, it's a centipede. Nope, centipede. Here, I'll show you guys the label. Since it's hard to see him, I've made labels with pictures. That way people know what they are. So that's what he is. He's a giant Vietnamese centipede. And then I have some facts about them. I did a presentation at a college, so I made those labels for people to read when they wanted to come up and look at them. And it kind of helped them. But he was the one, when I did the presentation, my 2 poisonous species aren't handleable, so I didn't, handleable? That's a weird word. I didn't handle them. Yes, he is a pet. I keep exotic pets because, I don't know, I like them, they're cool. And I like learning to care about them because all the different care types are very interesting to me. But that's his home so far. I don't know if that plant's gonna make it because he kind of buries himself and kills all the plants. And then now we're moving up to my other ones. These are, oh, that's a glare. Hold up. Fixing the light. I think that's better. These are the Madagascar hissing cockroaches I have. And in my last live stream, I made them all bioactive terrariums. I hate these lids. I want to get front opening lid like this. That's what I want to move them into, is something that you pull down and you pull open. Because these are top open and they slide into here, but if you look real close, those little hinges are crooked, so it's really hard to get them in there. I don't own a snake. My mom won't let me get one. Because she also loves snakes, and she knows that it's probably going to end up in her room if I get her one. So right now, I am just pulling off dead leaves, yellowing leaves, making sure everybody's okay in here. So they seem like it. They're doing pretty good. Now these guys are getting old. They only live, the Madagascars only live about 1 to 2 years. And he's probably my oldest. He's probably about 2 years old by now. So I just try to take the best care I can of them while they're here. We originally got my Madagascars as feeder roaches, and then I didn't really like feeding them. I know, I want a snake too. But I didn't like, I don't know, I got really attached to the Madagascar roaches, and I was like, oh, I can't feed these to my lizards, and I felt real bad. And plus the lizard I had at the time she was quite small and couldn't really eat these guys, so we ended up switching over from Madagascars to dubia roaches and super worms, which I think she enjoys a lot. I'll show you guys the lizards in a bit. But these are the Madagascars, and I keep male and female in here both. You can tell because they have little ones. That one just shed. That's why it's white. And underneath of it is its shed. I'm pretty sure what it does is it eats its shed after it sheds. I'm pretty sure it eats it. I mean, I've seen that before because when my older ones shed, they had a bunch of other Madagascar roaches sitting around them, and then when they finished their shed, they all came over and ate it, and I thought, that is really weird. But yeah. So I turned this one also into a bioactive home. I added a little cave for them to hide in, which they're weird, and they don't hide there. They choose this little log stick thing. That is their favorite one to hide under. Yeah, I don't like it because you can't like clearly push it. You have to set y'all guys down. You have to like force it in there, and it just gets old. There we go. Okay, so those are my Madagascars. This is my Mexican red rump. You see, she lives in there. Burrowed herself deep under. Well, her plant looks okay. Okay. This is what the Mexican red rump looks, or her home looks like. These two are both 10 gallons. So, and since the Mexican red rump doesn't move a lot, the 10 gallons is just fine for her. She doesn't get any bigger than she already is. So 10 gallons will work great for I would say a hand-sized tarantula. But she lives in here. I made an entrance. The entrance to her home was right here, but she has since then covered it in dirt. And so when I have to drop food in, I usually have to pull up the bark pieces and drop her food in after I find her, because usually she'll try to attack. She's like, oh no, I don't know what this is. She's not an aggressive one. She just doesn't know what's happening sometimes. I'm gonna see if she would like any munchies today. Ha! I think that's her. I don't know if it's hard for y'all guys to see her. I think I saw a leg somewhere. Little Missy. Where's he at? Should create this little window right here. Oh yeah. You can kind of see her. I think she's right there. It's kind of hard to see her. She doesn't move around much and she like never comes out. But let me go get some food for her. This is what I feed them. I keep them all in here. And every now and again I'll get what are they called? Hornworms. I'll get hornworms and I'll feed them those. But I've been trying to get I wanted to make a short of her, when they show like the tarantulas getting their food, but I never can. I don't have tongs, so everybody gets fed by hand. Not the centipede though. Where did she go? She's already moved from her original spot. Once again, let's see. I usually try to dig out some dirt. She'll replace it back. She's not that picky. Where you at, little Missy? Oh, did she shed? Oh, hold up. This might not be a feeding video. I'm gonna have to remove her home a little bit. By that I mean all of it. Because it's either a spider leg or a spider shed. Oh, did you shed, girly? Oh, it looks like a haunted house in here. See any shed? I think that's just her. Okay, let's get this one. There you are, lovely. Okay, so she's right there. And she really just straight up ignores food half the time. Yep, she walked away. She straight up just walks away from it. I don't ever understand why. She walks away from food half the time, and then other days she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. And I'm like, well, I'll feed you like, I'm trying to get them on a feeding schedule of, I'm trying to do once a week, but so far she hasn't eaten any of the weeks. So I think she actually might be about to shed. That's probably what it is. Because I haven't had her eat in a good week or two. Hold up, I gotta set y'all down again to close the lid. I really wish I had front opening terrariums. Okay, so next I need to turn off my ceiling fan for this one. Because my ceiling fan is right there and those terrariums are right there. And I have to use a chair, but I don't want to get smacked in the face. I also don't own a step stool, so this is where we're at currently. Now, I know I fed the scorpions the other day. Put that right there. Okay, let's try not to get hit. Okay, and okay, so now that I'm up here, this is my other poisonous species. You can't see it because of the glare on the window. Ow, And I still got smacked by the fan. This is Miss Marie's home. She is an Indian ornamental. And I cannot find her, but her water bowl is empty. She's usually hiding around behind that right there. That's usually where she hides. Or she's under there. Ah, nope, she is right there. There she is. Now, I fed her the other day. I know she ate because I had some blue worms left over. And so I had to give her some because I didn't want them to go to waste. But that is the Indian ornamental. She's probably about the size of my hand. So her hand, she's probably about the size of my palm. Spider is probably the size of my hand. But that is her. That's where she lives. What I did was I put dirt on the walls so it would be darker for her, because I realized she likes to hide up in the top. So I darkened the wall so she can create her home like all the way down if she wanted to, because that's how she used to have it, was straight in the middle all the way down, because it wasn't dark enough for her. So I made it darker and she's seemingly enjoying it. Pretty sure. Sorry about the chair, it's a little squeaky. Oh, okay. Now these guys are the, what are they? The striped bark scorpions. There's a lot of them in here. Let me see if I can find any of them. They usually come out at night, but they have more, if you look at their dirt, it's really shallow. One, because they're scorpions and they don't bury themselves in dirt. That's what their home looks like. And I'm gonna reach in. Nobody come at me. There you go. That's what they look like. There y'all go, guys. Sorry about that. So they usually hide under all this. It's one of my two bigger males right there. I keep male and females in here at the same time. And I don't, since there are a lot of them in here, I don't try to feed every single one of them. I drop enough food in for everybody, so I'll count how many scorpions are in there and then drop food in for however many scorpions are in there. Sometimes a little extra, but I gave them food the other day, at the beginning of this week. I gave them, it's Sunday. So those are those guys. Now we get on to the more fancier ones. I have to get off this chair. Okay, I'm off. Turn on the fan again because it's hot. And scooch the chair back. Sorry about that. That's loud. Okay. So, next we're on to the lizards. I'm gonna go with my more nicer children first. Well, she's grumpy, but I love her. Alrighty. Where's she at? Nova is somewhere. Oh, Nova's right there. Hi, Nova. Nova's right here. She is my female veiled chameleon. And she hides a lot. Hi, girlie. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, come say hi. Want some munchies? Or do you just want out on your plant? Do you want out on your plant? No, my hand's not food. Please don't try to eat it again. She's done that before. She has completely bitten my hand because she thought it was a worm. Somewhere in here is her little food dish I usually drop her food into. I'm just looking for your food dish. No need to get all mad. Ah, here it is. Okay. I usually, since I don't have like proper food bowls for her, I put it in this. It works. She eats out of it. It's nice. And I use calcium. And then I only use this twice a month. Because it's got like D3 and all the other fun jazzy stuff in it. Now, she's my special ed chameleon. The reason I put it into a bowl is because she cannot shoot her tongue out. She can, but it's very, very short. It's not like an actual chameleon. So I call her my little autistic baby because ever since she was little, she has never known how to shoot her tongue out, and I've tried working with her on it. And some days she has her good days, she has her bad days. It's kind of like physical therapy. So I usually do about that many, and then I just hold it up to her. And if she wants some, she'll get some. If she doesn't, then I'll leave it in there for her. But usually oh, there she goes. Sit in silence. She also misses a whole bunch too. We're working on aim. Girl, you still missed. Do you need help? Do you want me to help you? Right here. Go back up on your branch. Reverse. Put it in reverse. There you go. Let me just grab you one real quick. And when she can't usually get one worm, I'll usually just hand feed her it. But she's like special ed chameleon. What is wrong, girly? Oh, your back legs. Oh, you're falling off. Okay, here. Give me your toes. Her back legs can't find a grip. Okay. Here. Let me set the camera up. I'm gonna get her out so she can eat. Come here. Come on. Where's your other toesies? Oh, you're like stuck. I see your issues. Come on. Let me scoops. Scoop goops. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There you go. And then give me your other toes. Are all your toes on the branch? Okay, good. She got all her toes on the branch. But usually this is what feeding my disabled chameleon is like. I call her disabled. She was just a rescue in a bad situation, so she's not really chameleon-like. She's more of like special ed if I had to say anything. Come on. But when I got her when she was little, this is how I had to feed her, was I had to hold the food in my hand and wiggle it around for her. I mean, this one wiggles on somebody, you know. And hope that she would get it. And she didn't eat a lot in the beginning, and I literally thought she was gonna die at some points in times because I got so nervous that she wasn't eating. But she's still here. See, that's how short her tongue is. And she doesn't have very good aim either. I don't really know how to work on her with aim, but it's very difficult. Come on, you gotta look up. Maybe if you stare at it, not from the ground, she'll be able to see it. But yeah, I usually have to stand here for like 30 minutes most days and have to try to feed her until I finally got her to where she would eat out of a bowl, and I would just set the bowl in front of her and she would find it and she would eat it. So I usually, if she won't eat, I'll take the bowl and I'll either set it in front of her to give her one last shot, or I'll set it over where she knows it's at. She knows where her food destination is, like where she comes to get it. It's right here. Oh, that's not gonna stay. I put her food dish right there, because right here is where she comes to perch, because that's where the heat lamp is. So she'll come over here and she'll come eat. But that's Nova. She's a rescue. She is, I do believe she is full grown. And I'm pretty sure if she got any bigger, holy moly. But yeah, she's my special case. She was also my very first reptile ever. So, and then my first bug, or first insect, or whatever you want to call them ever, were the Madagascars. So I had, when I started out, I just had, actually no, I just had them, and then got her from a church friend, and now I have all this. So I'm actually gonna take, we have to travel outside of the room. I'm gonna sit shut down because I gotta open my door. To my other reptiles who are also rescues. Okay. We're gonna go meet the boys. Let me first just go grab their vegetables and a water dish, and I'll come back. Or not their water dish, the water container, which I seemingly keep losing. Ah, there it is. Over here. So, water dish, water thing. And let's see what kind of vegetables we have. My mom usually buys kale for them. But let's see what we got. I didn't realize she was actually going to the store today, so I didn't ask for any kale. Leaf lettuce. Leaf lettuce will work just fine for your bearded dragons. But don't feed it to them every single day because it's, I do believe, if I'm correct, it's very high in either vitamin A or vitamin D, something like that. So I usually give them 1 leaf a piece, which is usually just good enough for them. It's very high in vitamins, and you don't want to give them too many. And then usually for snackies, for treats, I give them each a blueberry. So they get blueberry and lettuce. Lettuce wraps, less blueberries. Okay, now we head back. He already knows there's food. Okay, I'll feed you first then. This is Gilligan. He's my foodie. Hey, buddy. What's up? You ready for some munchies? Come here. I have them kept on paper towels because I haven't. I need to get them to where I can put them into a more of a bioactive setup, dude. I'm gonna get you some munchies. Don't worry. But yeah, this is how he usually is. He just sits there and he does that while I fix him his salad. So I'll tear up the pieces of lettuce. Would you like to eat some lettuce while you wait for your wormies? Want a blueberry? Or lettuce? Lettuce it is. Dude, that's a real big piece. You grabbed like 3 pieces of lettuce. Oh, okay. Right there. There you go. Yeah. Eat a foodie. I think 4 or 5 should be enough. And then just coat them in calcium. Set it on there. And put it back inside. And then fill up his water bowl. That's my brother. Come on, buddy. I know. But your food's also in here. Your food's also in here. Come on. There you go. Get your toes under you. Got it? It's favorite time of the day. Food time. Yeah. Yeah. Skipper.
Why don't you dismiss?
He does not like you, dude. Leave him alone. Okay. I'm gonna go rinse out his water bowl real quick. Kind of dirty. And then I will show you guys after this. We're gonna feed my newest addition to the home of the peoples. Foodie's absolutely so cute and so tiny, adorable. Okay, buddy. Now he's not much of a foodie. He doesn't really. He's very shy. He doesn't like to eat in front of people. But he also thinks he'll also acts like he hates the world, but he doesn't. He loves people. He's my weirdo because he likes to take naps. Or take naps with me. Like, I'll put him in my bed and we'll go take a nap. I think they're right. But this is Skipper. The other one's Gilligan. So it's like Gilligan's Island. If any of y'all have ever seen that. Best ever. Okay. And then blueberry. He doesn't like fruit. We're trying. But he does not like fruit. I've been trying to get him to eat fruit and vegetables for a good while now, and it has yet to work. There's worms. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 should be good. Shake, 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 shake. And there. And that's how he eats. I just leave him alone because he's really scared, really shy about eating in front of people. Next. Off to the newest addition. Okay. Off we go. Oh, I kicked a box. Okay, so this is the newest one I've gotten. So me and my sister, the story behind it is kind of a crack up. Me and my sister went to RDA, Armstrong RDA. She does hair. So we had to go there to get her hair stuff, and I was like, hey, can we stop at PetSmart to get some Madagascars if they have any? Well, they didn't have any, but they had this cute little dude, so I was like, oh yeah, let me just buy him. I've had this cage for a while. I wanted to put stick bugs in it. Haven't had any stick bugs. Mom keeps jokingly telling me, get Nova a boyfriend. We got Nova a brother instead. Where's he at? Sorry, zoom out a bit. But that is Prince Edward. He is the tiniest little dude ever. His issue now is he likes to eat the soil. I don't know why, but he'll sit at that branch right there and then eat the soil. And whenever I do that, I have to take him out and feed him, which I usually do. But we're gonna see, he didn't eat at all yesterday, which I found very, very, very strange, because usually he eats. Come on, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Oh no, you're up on the wall. Come down, come down. No, 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 no. Come here. There you go. Back on the hand. Do you want breakfast or not? So this is Prince Edward. He's a very tiny dude. Like, so tiny he can, if he wanted to, he could just perch himself on my middle finger. Yeah, just like that. And he just sits there. But he is a male veiled chameleon. He's my newest addition. I've had him for probably a few days. That's him. This is where he lives. It's a very small home. It's good enough for his size. But I've noticed he's growing quite a lot, so I'm going to eventually get him a bigger home, one that's probably more Nova-sized. So we're gonna see if he would like to eat something today. Now he's more of a chameleon than Nova. That's our joke. Because he actually shoots his tongue. He won't eat from a bowl. And yeah. So I'm gonna have to get this set up because I usually have to use 2 hands to get him fed. Oh. He's climbing the phone charger. Buddy. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys where he's at. What are you doing on the phone charger? Hold up. This is where he's at. He ended up on the phone charger. Dude, are you hungry or do you just want to explore? But we're gonna see if he'll take something to eat. There are a few things I usually have to do to get him food. So one, to set y'all guys down. Just like that. Boop. And I usually have to take him out because he won't eat out of a bowl. So I have to take him out. And then, man, do you know it's breakfast time? Yeah, it's your favorite time of the day. Breakfast time. Well, it's 11:30. Late breakfast time. And then I take the little super worm. And I have to put it on the wall so it climbs up the wall because, I don't know. He's a weirdo. No, don't flip out. And then you just hold him there and I like pray he'll eat. You want it? It's right there. You see him? No, not the phone, the worm. Come on, dude. And that's how he eats. He actually does shoot his tongue on like Nova. Yeah. But he is my newest addition. I do have, I have no intentions of breeding them or having chameleon babies. I just like them. So, he'll usually eat 1 to 2 worms and then quit eating. I have noticed that. But I did spray your home down with some water so you can go eat that. I purchased one of those things. Oh, I don't know what they're called. The climbing feeders where you put the dubia roach or the worm in or whatever and it climbs like the food dishes like here and then there's that little pole thing and they climb that. Can you hold on to that leaf, sir? There you go. And then they eat there. I bought that for him. I think it should be here Monday or something. But I'm hoping that'll help him eat more. Because I know he's a very tiny man right now. Would like to get him big and strong. And he's the only chameleon I've ever owned. He'll actually eat the leaves. Nova never did that. Everybody, when I first got Nova, they were like telling me, oh, she's gonna eat the leaves of your pothos plants and she's gonna eat these and eat that. And I was like, okay. And then I never had any problem with her eating anything whatsoever. And I thought, that's weird. And then I got him and the first thing he did was get in here and take a big chunk out of the money tree. But every morning I do this. I just simply put the water droplets on the plants like that. I don't have enough money for a mister system, so. And they just kind of seem a little bit redundant, you know, if I have this thing, it works just as well as a mister. If I do this, that's how he gets his water. I do the same to Nova, but I have noticed that she actually does not really do that. She's out and about now. She doesn't really like drink. I can spray them down like this, but she doesn't drink off the plants. I mean, she does, but misting is not her preferred way. You want to come out? You always act like you want to come to the door and then I open it and then you're like, oh, nope, never mind. Oh, yeah, okay. Ready? Hand is under. But that is how big she is. She's also really colorful right now. All those colors are so pretty. But she's like 2 times the size of Prince Edward. You want to go up to your plant? This is her plant. Oh, I need another arm. Come here. Come on, let's go. There you go. And I'll put her up here. And she just sits there in the sunlight. Don't fall. The thing that she likes to do is try to grab onto the curtains or the blinds right there, and well, no, that's a curtain, and then she grabs there and she climbs down and she gets onto my desk and whatnot. I also wanted to get a camera for the bird feeder, see what birds are going in and out. But yeah, and these are just set up. I just have these just kind of set up because I don't want to use them. There's nothing in this one. There's a darkling beetle in this one. That's because my sister found him and was like, here you go, put him in a container. I was like, okay. Oh no. Is she still alive? Now this is another one of my poisonous little buddies. Black widow. Is what she is. I haven't seen her for quite some time. She's about the longest living black widow I have ever owned, because she laid multiple eggs and never died. And I was like, usually they die after that. Like, because the last black widow I had, when she got old enough, she laid about 3 eggs before she died. This one has laid about 3 eggs and has not, well, it actually not be egg stacks, and has not died yet. But this is also a top opener. Oh, there she is. Hi, lovely. If I can zoom in, I don't see her little butt. It's right there. It's kind of difficult to see her though. She's usually out and about doing web maintenance on her webs at night. Maybe we can get a side view. Ow. Okay. Or stub my toe. One or the other. Let's see. No, my phone doesn't rotate. Why doesn't this thing rotate? Let's show you guys. Well, let's zoom in. But no lid. Oh yeah, you can see her little red spot right there. But yeah, that is the black widow. She is the queen, so I call her queen. But she's like the longest living thing I have had. I don't ever reach in to change out her plants because she's real fast, and I do not feel like getting bit by a poisonous spider. No, thank you. Okay. Scoot that light backwards. This is also one of my old ones. Malaysian blue claw, that's what it is. I had him as a pet for a good while, and then he just got real old. Got really, really, really old and passed on. So I pinned him. That sounds so weird, but yeah. I keep, I've been wanting to do another pinning live where I sit and pin on my bugs, because my bug collection has been growing. The first live I ever did, I pinned all that. But help me. Keep them in a bug box. Actually, I keep all my bug specimens in a shoe box. And these are either I have found them or people have brought them to me. People are weird like that, and they're like, hey, I know you like bugs. Yeah, I have this. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Oh, the box is in there. There we go. Yeah, one of my friends brought me this tiny little beetle. Brought me this tiny little beetle in this size of a bag, and I was like, whoa. But yeah, I haven't, I need to sit and identify some of these. I usually do that on pinning videos, but. And then this is one of my male Madagascar hissing cockroaches that had recently passed away as well, which I was quite sad about. But you can tell I like keeping the dead specimens only because I can look at the anatomy of them, and it's really interesting sometimes. It's like this guy, you can tell it's a male because it's got the 2 little horns right there and right there. And they use those to flip each other onto their backs, which I find really interesting. I have never thought in my life that cockroaches fight each other, but they do fight each other. They sit and they wiggle their butts at each other and then try to flip each other on their backs, and I'm like, this is really interesting and weird. But I have the pins for pinning them. I just don't have the glass cases. What else is in here? So funny story about this dude. If I can grab him very carefully. It's a headless dragonfly who actually, I had found outside sitting on the wall, and I mean alive. He was alive sitting on the wall, and I was like, that is wicked cool. And so I took him inside and I gave him water, and he lived for like 3 days. I mean, it was bound that he was going to die. He had no head. Couldn't see anything, couldn't do much. It was just a very weird experience. I did like it, was kind of cool. And then my sister found this butterfly for me. And then let's see what else we got. Oh, my grandfather brought me this dragonfly. We don't know what happened to each other, but to the other side. But my grandfather brought me this one, who actually, and when they're alive, they're vibrant pinkish, purplish color. Really pretty to see them flying about. And then I have 3 spiders in here. 2 of them are, these are trapdoor spiders. I have 2 of them. So there's one here that I had pinned, and then this one, which I had also pinned, but he fell off, but his leg stayed, so I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I have this guy, who is wolf spider. I kind of wish this camera was a better camera. I've been meaning to get myself a camera, that way I could, like, I actually don't know how to do lives on an actual camera, besides like on my phone. But I've been meaning to get an actual like camera, that way I can like do all the really cool like zoom in and, you know, stare at their faces kind of number. I mean, but you can do it with this one, but then it, like, you see how it unfocuses and then it focuses. That's still kind of cool though. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked just a little bit. Oh, it's kind of hard to grab. Oh, my gosh. Millipede. Here's some of his legs, but it's a millipede. I thought it was like really cool. I was like, oh cool, it's a millipede. This one, I had bought some specimens off of the Amazons. Oh, get off. So I had bought some beetles, and I wanted to try to identify them. Have no clue what these guys are, but I wanted to try to identify them and write it down in a notebook. Somewhere in here is a notebook in my room where I keep a list of all the bugs I have, dead or alive. And then one of my friends literally brought me a roach. I thought, that's funny. It's the ones you find in your house, the ones that fly. She's like, yeah, I found him and he was dead. And I was like, I'm gonna bring this to you. I was like, okay, great. But yeah, she brought me one of these. It's like, nice. Let's see, what else? Oh, hold up. You gotta be careful about it. This guy, oh, I don't remember the name. But if I had to describe them, they're like the little wasps you find that are like the ones that like are really glitchy. I don't know, like in their movements. They're kind of like boop, 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 boop with their movements. Is it a roach killing wasp? I do just not know. Can't remember. That's also why I want to sit and identify them, because I want to label them. Put them in individual containers, not keep them in a shoebox like this. Put them in individual containers with labels of what they are. That way, if I find more of them, they can go into that container. Aha. My papa found this one, or my grandfather found this one for me. A cicada. I love looking at them face on because they're just so derpy looking. But he had found it in his garden. It was already dead. Most of these were dead. Actually, no. All of these were dead when I found them. I don't like take bugs and kill them just to pin them. I don't like doing that. I just let them die of natural causes, and then I'm like, okay, oh, I found this, and I'm like, cool. My dad had killed a wasp nest, so I had taken, before the chickens could get to them, I had taken all the wasps and got the wasps, because I wanted to do something cool where I had put them back on the nest like they are still alive kind of thing. I just don't want to get like, I don't think they can still sting you, but still. Where did that one go? Hold up, I gotta gather my ones I haven't showed you guys yet. We got a spider with a fly. Needs to focus. Spider, and then it has a fly. I don't know how that happened, but my sister goes to clean the church and she's like, I found this spider that was dead and it's holding on to a fly, and I'm like, that's cool, like, really cool. And then we got another one. Oh yeah, here. Okay, so the one that's right there, that's pinned, is this one right here. I have two of them. I don't remember if they're like mud daubers or roach killing wasps. I can never remember, but they got like the metallic-y, purpley shine to them. I don't remember what they're called. One of my favorite moths. I found this guy in Louisiana. I don't know if I can get it. I think it's a rosy maple moth. But yeah. I had found him in Louisiana. It was on the stairs of wherever we were at. I think it was church camp. We were at church camp and I found him on the stairs and I was like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to see one in real life. And I was like, well, I guess I'm seeing it. And then we have, oh, this guy is awesome. I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram Reels, but where that girl videos this wasp carrying a tarantula and then she like walks up to it and it looks at her and like flaps its wings and she's like, oh, no, never mind, you're in a bad mood. It's this guy right here. Not exactly the same one, but this is a tarantula hawk wasp. And they straight up just hunt tarantulas and eat those. They don't actually eat them, they lay their eggs and the larvae eat them, but he still has his stinger on him. Oh no, I need to focus. Like, look at that stinger. I would not want to be stung by that at all. But I thought that this guy is really, really cool. It's got the orange wings with the black tips and the blue body. What else? We have scorpion. I found him on my bedroom floor yesterday. I was like, oh no, poor one, he had died. We get, since it's heating up in, well actually no, it's cooling down. But when it was summertime here, because I live in Texas, and when it was summertime, these guys, the striped brown scorpions, were everywhere in our house. And I mean like everywhere. That's why I got a terrarium and I put them in there. Because I got so tired of my mom killing them all the time, and I was like, they're just looking for a place to be cool and have food, so here, let me give them a home. But this is what I keep them in. I don't really want to keep them in here much longer, because I know it's not good for like the bug. Like, even though the bug's dead, it's not good. Like, if you want to pin them, it wouldn't be good to keep them in there. And I have these, let me get them. Loom containers. I think I'm messing with the rubber bands and y'all a little, like making the bracelets. Oh, where did the chameleon go? Skittles? Did you fall? That wouldn't be the first. Oh no, we're on the about to fall number. Come here, go back up. There you go. She does this all the time. She tries to go down on the branches and then she'll end up falling. So I always have to help her. Go on. All your feet's on the plant. They all on the plant? Good, good, good. Here they are. Now what is this stuck under? Hold up. I got it stuck under something. Oh, there's bugs in this one. Oh, maybe okay, I don't remember doing that. I just can't have that break. Okay. That's dirty. Okay, so I have these. I guess maybe I just never got into labeling them. Oh, that one's empty. Ooh, nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't remember there being in here, but okay, I found some more bugs. Well, and some spider shed, too. Man, that was from a while back. Miss Marie had shed the Indian ornamental. Her name is Miss Marie. I love her because she has... Oh, they're so squishy. So pliable and weird. They have little... You can see the blue toe pads and then like the yellow legs. And then their fangs. I love it because they shed their fangs and everything. It's like the funniest thing to tell people. They're like, oh my gosh, that spider. I'm like, yeah, it sheds everything. Oh, this is one of spiders. So this is one of the Mexican red rump sheds. Not the best one, because it broken off some legs, but you get a really good look at her fangs. Like, see that? That's so cool. Anyway. But yeah, I'll probably have to get a bigger container for those. I've seen some people have like picture frames. Oh, who is it that I watch on YouTube? He has in his like basement area where he keeps all his spiders and stuff. He has a picture frame and it's just spider shed. Is it like dark den? I don't remember. I can never remember. Then we have some darkling beetles. I think this weird beetle I found in Louisiana too. I usually find a bunch of dead bugs and just collect them. It's very weird. But, ooh, welcome back, my little child. I think this is one of those swimming bugs. Look at its little feet. It's so weird. But he's a cool looking dude. Oh, and then we got one of my personal favorites, a sphinx moth. Because I love the orange dots on them. Very pretty. But these guys, if you ever have like reptiles of your own and you feed them blue worms, that's what blue worms could turn into, is these guys right here. I didn't know that when I'd first gotten into this hobby. I had gotten some blue worms and I think 3 of them had cocooned. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna take them out. And I took them out, put them in a nice like humid area, and I let them hatch or grow or whatever. And my mom, I like hear this blood curdling scream from my mom's room. Run over there. One of these guys had seemingly gotten out of my room and flown across the house into my mom's room and scared the crap out of her because it flew at her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then we had this dude. I don't ever remember what this dude's called, but I love him because of his little pink spots, or pink coloration and then black spots. Some sort of moth, I don't remember. And then of course we have more cicadas. Cicada shed. Let's see. Oh yeah, here. Look at this. I thought this was cool. It's a baby cicada shed. Baby cicada shed. Like you only ever see the big sheds. And then I went to Louisiana and I found baby cicada shed on a tree and I was like, that's so cool. Because we only ever find these. But I found baby cicada shed and I was like, dang, that's so freaking cool. Let's see if I can grab one of these guys out for you guys. More cicadas. This is a green cicada. But look how derpy they look from the front. And I guess since I have containers, I could probably take these guys and put them in here. I might do that because I don't want to damage them any further. I want to kind of get them into a good, like a better place for pinning them. Careful now with the toes. And spider toes. Spider toes. Spider toes. Spider toes. My grandmother's favorite song. What spins a web? Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Come on, very crunchy. And yoink. This is roach shed. What is that? Hello? Oh my gosh. Sure. Where did that come from? Weird. Anyway, sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys into here because that way they're better safe in there. And then I can sit and refill up the box again. You know what I've also been wanting to do is get, point this camera down, is get, what's it called? Like plastic vials or glass vials that you see in, like in a lab. Get me some of those. That way I can just put, like, find a cicada shed, drop it in there and be like, okay, so label it cicada shed or whatever. And have everything labeled and sorted. And then I want to get a shelf and put that on a shelf. Can this thing go any lower? Oh, yes it can. But it'll fall forward. Okay. Yes. Oh no. What happened? Aha. Okay. So, I don't know if I'm going to get to labeling them. I don't know where my labels are at. They're somewhere in my room. Don't know where their labels are at. After this live, I gotta sit and clean up because I make a mess. So the ones that are on here are probably going to stay in here and stay in the box because I do not want to risk ruining what I had already done. By that I mean breaking off their crunchy little legs. Heck no, man. So put that cicada with that cicada. Can the roach shed go with the roach? Well, if those sheds are separate, then these guys have to be separate. But I want them to be next to each other. So scoot that kid over. Put him right there. Just sit and watch me organize all this. Oh no! So I'll take this nail box out. Take the cork out. Now I don't want to damage. He'll be okay in that. Will he fit? I don't want to damage his wings. I have never pinned a butterfly before, and I want to, like, when I get to pinning the moths and the butterflies, I want to do it correctly so they look good. And then this one can go right there. I never thought people would actually be entertained by me sorting bugs into a container, but you know, I'm entertained by it. And that one can go right there. If I find labels, I will sit and try to label them the best to my ability. I'll probably just stick to the ones I know, then the ones I don't know I'll figure out later. That's probably one of my deep research moments. And that's the issue. There's the issue right there. Is the dragonfly wings are too big. I have to get out the second container. Okay. Got the second container out. I'm going to put both dragonflies in there. Carefully. And carefully. Perfect. Let's see. What is that? I have two spots open right here. So I'll probably go ahead and put the scorpion in there. And then, what else is in this box? Oh, that wasp. The one I can never remember the name to. I don't know, come back. It should be very easier with like tongs. Put him in there. So that's that box filled up. Oh, it looks nicer. Okay, close it. Then move on to the empty one. And my mom. So I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna put it in there, but I'm gonna keep the wasp separate from it, as to not either damage this or get them all tangled. Like when I go in to grab it, I don't get pricked. I don't actually know how many of these guys I have. They're paper wasps, by the way. Like the ones you always find. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 of them in total. Okay. Boop. And then, so there's 10 of these guys. So the nest he killed wasn't that big, but I'm sad he killed it. Ah. Come back. I dropped the spider. Little spider dude right there. Oh. And I have some green bottle blue flies, but they're kind of hard to focus. That's why I want to get an actual camera. Green bottle blue flies right there. Are they all flies or all green bottle blues? Yeah, they're all the same. Okay. I don't actually know how about going pinning those. You actually really can't. It'd probably be best just like sticking them on a pin or whatever. I don't know. I've done some research, not a lot. Oh, and then these beetles. But that was satisfying. Oh wow, they fit perfectly. Can your legs fit? No. I need your legs to fit. Yes, good sir. Thank you, good sir. And then we're just gonna take these guys, put them back in the shoe box. Oh, nice, but now that shoebox is all nice and cleaned out, and it won't damage any more of the bugs. So, me and my sister are going to Wyoming at some point in time. I don't remember when, but when we go, I'm gonna go out there and collect some bugs. There you go. I think it would be better to actually get these guys probably from in here into their own little vials and then have them labeled, because like it's not really clear. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but yeah. Take that, put it down, scoop it right there. Anyway. Oh, where'd she go? Hold up, I think I lost a chameleon again. I wouldn't be surprised. There was one day where she actually did fall from the window and ended up on the ground. About died, but she was okay. Mosquitoes. Oh, there she is. Hi, Nova. What's she doing up there? Ooh. I almost just broke something. Hey, girly. But yeah, that's all my stuff. And then, well, I have all my plants too. Oh, what does this do too? I don't know how to actually read that. There's another scorpion. What else do I have? I swear I had more pinning containers somewhere. Like, more of these. But I don't know where. One there, one there. Oh, found it, found it. There's that guy. Oh, and then I had her for a good while too. And then she didn't make it through one of her sheds and ended up passing away, and I was really sad. That's my Goliath bird eater. But so you can see the fangs on there too. I had her for a good while, and then she didn't, this was the last shed she ever did, and then she didn't make it through the shed. She ended up getting stuck in it. I wasn't there for it. I was monitoring it, and then we had to go somewhere, and when I came back the next day, she didn't make it through, and I was quite sad. But then we got these pins right here. Clear on the window sucks, but a lanternfly, and then a wasp, more lanternflies. There's 2 cicadas back here. My mom had found me some snake shed. My mom finds me a lot of stuff. Scorpions, cicada killing wasp, and another trapdoor spider. And then a kissing bug. It's not a stink bug, it is a kissing bug. It's quite weird. But yeah, that is everybody I have. I don't have any snakes. I don't have any geckos. My mom hates geckos. So I can't get any geckos because she's like, I don't want to see it. I'm trying to talk her into letting me have a tokay gecko, a male one, because they make noise at night, and I know it would scare my mom, but yeah. Oh, and then there's giant beetle. There's that dude right there. But yeah, that is about all I have. So yeah, I knew it was going to be a short stream today. Just wanted to show people updates on homes, new things I've gotten. Like this little dude right here. He's so pretty. Look at him bask. Oh, so cute, so cute. Anyway, but yeah. I just wanted to hop on and make a live of me updating everybody on how the terrariums are holding up and how the bugs are doing and all that stuff. So, thank you guys for coming on and watching and listening to me ramble about things. So glad y'all came on, said hi. So now I'm saying bye, everybody. So, bye guys.